Britain's rental market is at breaking point.
I have 2 children. I'm living in what is like a crack den.
She's just chatting shit, yeah? Straight up.
With not enough homes to go around.
No one should be allowed to live like this. This is unacceptable.
This is our home. This ain't his land.
Soaring rents.
I'm going to have to mortgage my pension to pay this debt off.
Got a hell of a strain on me. You still have to kill a person.
Oh my God.
Squalid conditions.
I'm gonna have to climb over the settee with my shoes off.
This could be criminal negligence.
Spiralling property fraud.
I'll see you in court.
You guys ain't meant to be here, so we have a problem.
Bedsits to mansions.
Enforcement agent.
Squats to drug farms.
They have been growing cannabis.
This is Nightmare Tenants.
Get your hands off me, dog. No. Do not put your hands on me, right? I will not stand for that.
Slum Landlords. Letting agents Karen O'Connor and Gemma Painter have arranged to inspect a 2-bed property they manage.
Nobody has a doorbell anymore.
I know. No, doorbells are not fashionable anymore.
The tenant is due to move out in 3 weeks' time, but hasn't paid the final month's rent.
So you've got broken blinds, you've got mess on the window, and messy windowsills, and tape on the window.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Hello. It's just lobster lettings. We're here to do our inspection.
No, no one told me at all.
Oh, we wrote out to you on Friday.
I did not have any letters, like, at all. Nobody's even tried to contact me. I've had no notice. I've had nothing. You're gonna have to come back tomorrow.
I can't come tomorrow.
Sorry, but I'm busy. Like, I'm going out in a second. But, like, this whole thing is just a shit show. And I'm absolutely fuming with this whole property because I'm trying to leave. And then I've got this lady who told me that I'm supposed to be leaving on the 2nd of December. And then she told me I don't have to pay any rent.
Oh, no, you do have to pay rent. That's why I'm here.
She told me that. She did because I sat in the office. I sat in the office with you all.
let me speak.
No, because I can't be bothered talking to you, and I don't know why you stood at my door, so I don't want to speak to you.
Well, we've given you
tomorrow.
It stinks of weed.
Yeah.
Really, really bad.
There was quite a strong smell of cannabis. At that time, the strength of the smell was alarming.
We need to speak to you about your arrears. You can't smoke indoors, so if they're brazenly smoking in the property, you know that chances are they're going to not be looking after the property the way that you would hope that they would be. Could you come back to the door, please?
When tenants are reluctant to let you into the property, you know, it's vital that we do go and inspect because there sometimes can be issues.
She's not going to open the door, is she?
No.
Right.
Hopefully the property's going to be in decent condition because the smell of weed was quite strong. So I wouldn't hold my breath.
We will have to go back to the office and try and rearrange an inspection and come back and see what we find. We knew categorically we had to go back to that property. So she refused to let us in that day. So we agreed with her that we would be back the following week. And the last time we were there, the smell of marijuana that came out of that house was pretty strong. Yeah. So I'm concerned really about the condition of the property. So we definitely need to go in today and make sure that it isn't being trashed.
We wrote to her to say that we would be re-inspecting the property and that if she didn't allow us access or she wasn't present, that we would be going in with a key because of our concerns.
There's still furniture in.
So can I go?
Hello?
It's not the tidiest, I have to say. Hopefully they'll move out, come back, take all of their stuff and then clean and tidy it. Carpets are ripped up here, Jem, at the door.
The handle off here.
When we do move out inspections, it's so we can pre-warn the tenant before they've moved out of what we expect them to do to get the property back into acceptable condition.
The seal's all gone, bit dirty inside.
And so we know what we're looking at in terms of maintenance that might be required in order to get it re-rented out.
How long before she's out?
She's got about a week, 10 days before she has to be out.
Right. So let's hope that she tidies and cleans.
There's quite a lot of rubbish in the back garden.
It was pristine, this house, when she moved in. It had just been refurbished. What a mess. The irony of the number of hoovers that are in this house that have clearly never been used.
That's a lot of dream catchers.
So there's a million nails in that wall now. What on earth have they blue tacked all over the wall for? Drives me mad. It's just a complete disregard for somebody's asset, isn't it?
Yeah.
You smell the marijuana up here.
Whew.
It really smells.
That is strong.
I'm feeling dizzy already.
I'm quite an inquisitive person, so I see things sometimes that maybe other people don't.
Ceiling's cracked.
As if they've been walking upstairs. They've definitely used the loft because the fingerprints are all over the loft.
There's just little signs that start to make me think that there was something not quite right.
Do you think the smell is just from smoking it? Because it is quite strong.
Rather than growing it?
Yeah.
I think if they were growing it, there'd be holes in the ceilings from the ventilation and things like that.
Karen and Gemma aren't sure whether the strong smell is because the tenants have been smoking or growing weed.
You'd have to replace the carpet and decorate to get rid of the smell of marijuana.
But for now, their priority is making sure she leaves.
The ideal scenario is that she gets the rest of her belongings, she gives it a nice spring clean and a lick of paint, professionally cleans all the carpets and pays her last month's rent. That would be brilliant. Never gonna happen.
Karen and Gemma will be returning in a week to make sure she's moved out.
We can knock here.
Harrow Housing Enforcement Officer Sheetal Rajani is carrying out a series of surprise inspections.
Hello, sir. How many people are living there?
Five people.
5 people?
She's on the lookout for signs of overcrowding and dangerous living conditions.
I am from Harrow Council. I have to check the property conditions.
When we do the inspections, it's there to make sure that the properties are safe. We need to make sure that they are legal as well.
Hello, sir. How many people are here?
Me.
Only you?
We like to hope that landlords keep their properties in good repair.
An hour into the job, Sheetal is approached by a woman claiming her property is in a terrible condition.
This is what I live with. This is my view out of my son's bedroom window.
Oh, do you live here?
Dead rats on the floor.
Oh, God. Look. Okay, can I come inside?
Do not touch the handle at the bottom. There's something sharp and it will cut you.
Oh, my God.
The tenant, Sharon, along with her 3 young children, has been in temporary accommodation at the 3-bed property for the past 5 months.
How much rent do you pay?
£303 a week.
303
to get eaten alive by these bed bugs in there.
Oh my God.
We've been in here for like 3 days and they're still alive. Yeah.
Sheetal Rajani from Harrow Council is inspecting a 3-bedroom rental property. The tenant, Sharon, pays £303 a week, but claims it's infested with rats and bed bugs.
They come out from here and they crawl up here, and between the hours of 3 and 6 in the morning, they're everywhere.
Bed bugs is an interesting one because they're little horrors. If it's not treated properly, they will spread and spread and spread.
I've lost so much sleep because I wake up and hoover the kids while they're sleeping. Because it's that bad, you can see the bugs crawling on them in their sleep.
They bit me on my face and near my eye. They don't like me.
We're eaten alive.
Landlords have a duty of care over their tenants to control pest problems. Sharon shouldn't have to live in a place that's infested with bed bugs. That's atrocious.
The landlord has attempted to sort the problem, but so far, it hasn't worked.
They've sent people to fumigate. They spray the bedroom. They don't bother to do the front rooms. I've asked them to change the furniture that was in here, and it's still not been done.
Okay.
The furniture is what's infested.
Digging deeper, Sheetal finds out that the bed bugs are just the tip of the iceberg.
These all smoke alarms work, okay?
No, nothing works.
Nothing works,
no
okay.
smoke alarms, no nothing.
Okay. There is lot of mold.
Yep.
This is supposed to be my boy's bedroom, and the water has been pouring through the ceiling and down the wall now for the last 2 months.
Do you have rats problem as well?
Rats, yeah, rats, mice. There are rats. The rats are almost as big as my dog.
Really? And outside and inside?
Outside, inside, everywhere. The whole house is falling apart. It's just one thing after the other since we've been here, to be fair.
Sharon's landlord is claiming the infestation is coming from the flat above, which is undergoing renovations and owned by someone else.
Because it's 2 different landlords, they're arguing between themselves who's liable for what. The landlord's just passing the buck, really, rather than doing anything about it.
Who's this then,
That's my dad.
gentleman?
That's my dad.
Okay.
He's just dropped us back.
Okay.
Sharon's dad doesn't live at the property, but he's seen the issues firsthand.
Nothing but problems since she's been here. There's mice droppings in the cupboards. It's disgraceful. It's an absolute nightmare. No one should live like it. Nobody.
Don't worry. We will make your flat up to the good condition, okay?
Excellent.
I
Thank you.
will speak to your estate agent and tell you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I am grateful that I've got a roof over my head because I spent 3 months living in a car, but I'd rather sleep in my car at the moment than live in this.
I have to speak to landlord and ask them to make this property up to standard because it's not good condition at all. It's not good for her health.
If the landlord doesn't carry out the works, we can actually carry out the works in default, and we will charge the landlord for the privilege.
2 weeks have passed since Karen and Gemma inspected this 2-bedroom property.
This is the lady that shut the door in our face the first time we went, and I'm not holding my breath, hoping that that's going to be in good condition.
So the sister contacted the office after we'd attended to tell us that we'd broken the law, that they were going to take us to the cleaners, and she called me quite an offensive word. Tenants don't like us going into the properties when they're not there, which I totally understand. But at the same time, if we've given them notice, then we will go in if necessary.
The tenant still owes a month's rent and should have left. When they visited last time, they had several concerns about the property.
What do they call you?
Hetty Wainthrop.
Hetty Wainthrop.
Yeah. There's not very
Goes
much
past.
gets past me. I have an overactive imagination.
Usually it's right.
And normally it's right.
Yeah. Well, we still have a cat thing, half of a couch.
Thought you meant a cat then.
No, cat play table thing, whatever they're called. We have a key, so she's definitely given possession. Okay. I can smell less cannabis.
It still smells quite strong.
No? Well, it's not exactly clean and tidy, is it? Oh, dear. What is wrong with people? How do they think it's okay to do this to somebody's house?
All the dream catchers and the cat had gone, and at this point I thought that maybe he had my suspicions might not have been correct. But then I noticed that there was an area on the banister where there was footprints, where it looked like someone had continuously been using the banister to access the loft.
There's a wire coming from the ceiling into the loft. Let's have a look and see. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
There's a tent up here.
Really?
Yeah. Hetty Wainthorpe strikes again.
She does.
There's a bag full.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So this is the tent where they would have the plants with the lights on.
With the vent
With the vent going to outside so you can't smell it, but the smell was quite strong when we came the other week.
Oh my goodness.
And then...
Can you see? Oh, and there's the remains.
Your product. Oof.
I was surprised that they clearly moved the majority of stuff, but left enough evidence to show what they'd been up to.
No wonder she was so standoffish and rude.
Yeah.
I think I need to call the police, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They never cease to amaze. Never a dull day. Well done, Gemma. Another good find.
Yep, just add detective into my bow. Is that what they say?
Thank goodness it had step ladders. Should ring Daniela to get a locksmith up here. Change the locks.
Right.
Ultimately, we need to secure this property and make sure that the tenant can't get back in to remove any evidence. Should have just paid their last month's rent and tidied the place.
And not let Hetty Wainthorpe do the inspection.
Yes, exactly. Silly things, aren't they?
Nothing passes me.
Once again, it's just frustrating that tenants have used a property for illegal purposes, left it in a poor condition, and just managed to move on to another property with no repercussions.
Hi, who's am I speaking to?
It's 2 weeks since Harrow Council's surprise inspection, and tenant Sharon is still battling bedbugs and vermin in her home.
I'm just trying to find out what's actually going to happen about this. The bed bugs, yeah, it's a major problem. Yeah, well, can you ask them why they won't let pest control in? It's actually not fair. I will come to the office and show you my skin. It is terrible. Thank you. Thanks, bye. They actually don't care. Every time I call up my letting agents, I'm told the same thing. They are trying, they're actively trying to sort the problem. They accept the responsibility for the problem, but there's nothing they can do until upstairs stop refusing access.
The landlord has been trying to fix the problem, but without access to the flat upstairs, he claims his hands are tied.
We normally recommend that if, say, a block of flats has bed bugs, that all the properties get treated, even if they've never seen a bed bug at all, because they will move and they will hide, and you will never see them until they're hungry and they start biting you.
We are actually living out of black bags now, so the bed bugs can't get into our clothes. I'm buying new quilts every month. They come from the walls, the ceilings. They're coming from everywhere. Actually, like something out of a scary movie, to be fair.
Freeholder does need to get his act together and resolve this, because otherwise they are never going to go away and they will keep biting and biting until the people become anemic.
I've tried communicating with the builders upstairs, like doing the landlord's job, and it's like all I'm meeting with is owed abuse and told to go away basically and mind my own business. But obviously it is my business when it's damaging where I live.
Sharon wants to know why they're refusing access.
Hi.
Yes.
Hiya. Pest control wanted to access yesterday.
No allow in the inside.
Pardon?
No allow inside.
No, not inside.
No.
Why?
Speaking in the landlord.
Yeah, but it was pest control.
Okay, I use mobile, you call it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
No problem.
See, that's what I deal with. Not his problem.
Take.
Hello? Yesterday, pest control tried to gain access to your property because your property is infesting my property. They're actually coming through the light fittings and the fixtures in the ceiling. You don't agree with it. But so why can't my pest control come in and investigate? You might not agree with it, but you don't live here to know what's going on. Something needs to be done because I'm being eaten alive. It's not fair. Okay. Well, it's not really great, is it? Fucking idiots. That just really annoyed me. He's basically denying that they're coming from here. He doesn't care. Just wants someone to accept responsibility for what's going on and fix it.
To make matters worse, Sharon claims that the builders working at the upstairs property are dumping their rubbish outside.
There's broken glass, there's nails hanging out from everywhere. It's like, I've got an 8 and 9-year-old that run around like crazy children. Like, they only have to slip and land on the glass. That's it, it's a hospital job. 4 whole months of rubbish dumped on the street. It's absolutely disgusting. This is an everyday occurrence. There'll be another pile tomorrow. It's a rat breeding ground. My children shouldn't have to live like this. They're living amongst rats and bed bugs and mice. It's not fair.
Why use that thing?
Because of you dumping all your rubbish. You know, that rubbish there that belongs to your flat? This, yeah, this, rats, yeah?
Not me.
I've got the evidence of you putting it here.
No,
evidence.
This not rubbish me.
I've got the evidence.
Me, I not give the delivery, give money, the
all your people dumping
money,
it there. All your people dumping it there.
Yeah,
Got the evidence.
This is all new.
I thought you weren't talking. I thought the landlord was. Doing a lot now. Goodbye. Feel free to move on the next job and dump it wherever you like. I might be in temporary accommodation, but I am a good tenant. So my rent's paid on time and my house is clean and looked after. So I don't understand why I'm being left in this situation.
Hi, Sheetal calling from Harrow Council.
Oh, hi, Sheetal.
Sheetal calls Sharon's landlord to discuss the issues.
Regarding your properties, there is some bed bugs issue and mice problem as well.
Oh, yeah, we've had everything. Our pest control people asked if they could get access to the flat above. They made 3 appointments to let us in and never turned up. It appears that they had no intention of letting us in there. We're hoping the Harrow Council can help us get access to that flat so that we can put the situation right.
We can be incredibly useful in this sort of thing because we've got powers at our disposal that can force the landlord to take action whether he likes it or not.
Now I will approach the upstairs landlord and I will have a word with him.
If he becomes elusive, it doesn't matter. We'll find him and we'll get him to do the works, by hook or by crook.
All right then, thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
After pressure from the council, the landlord of the property above eventually sorted the problem. The leak has been fixed, and Sharon and her children no longer have to deal with bedbugs and rodents. Letting agent Paul Ainsworth-Lord is on the case of two tenants who are 2 months in rent arrears.
750 quid's due in rent. Just need to know why. You know, is there a problem? Do they need some help with something? Or are they just taking the mick?
The young couple, Ala and Aisha, moved into the one-bed property just over a year ago, but have been ignoring his calls.
Hopefully they're in. And we'll have a chat as to why they're avoiding us and why they haven't paid the rent. The first thing that goes wrong when there's a problem is the rent stops. And you won't believe the number of excuses you get about that. People die, come back alive again. They die again, come back alive again. Oh, the fire's on.
Sir.
Oh. I'm looking for Ella.
Sorry?
Ella.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm living with my son.
You're living here with your son?
Yeah, on Friday I came here.
This guy answered the door. I'd never seen before in my life. He was twice the age as he should have been to be the tenant in his house. Who gave you permission to move in?
Because my son is living here. I'm here just a guest.
So is your son in today?
No.
No? When will he be back? Where is he?
He's working.
He's working?
Yeah.
I need to have a look inside for the landlord. Yeah?
Just give me 1 minute because...
1 minute?
1 minute.
OK, that's fine. I'll wait here. Well, I wasn't expecting that. There's someone not right here. There's a young couple. You know, they're early 20s, if that. Well, ish. Early 20s. This guy's 56-year-old. Oh,
sorry.
OK. Are we OK? Can I come in now?
Okay.
Yeah? Is there any problems with the house?
No, it's problem maybe when I'm cooking, sorry.
It smells good?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh. Who's this?
This is my friend, Omar.
So, is Omar living here as well?
No, he's just working with me.
Oh, I see. My concern is, you guys ain't meant to be here, so we have a problem. So I need to know who you people are, and I need your IDs. I think he was as surprised as I was. It's a bit hard for me to swallow. You don't live here and I catch you in bed.
Yeah, obviously, I just came here with here.
Don't wash. I think you're living here. Where's your ID? You must have something. The iPhone Pro?
Yeah.
Wow, how come you got one of them? They cost a fortune. I can't afford one of them.
Yeah, you work hard and you get it.
I do, yeah. I do work hard, but I still can't afford one of them. So, you're Malik, yeah? Is that your dad? He is your dad.
It turns out that this isn't the man's friend, Omar, but instead his son, Malik.
I don't understand what's the problem.
Well, imagine if you own a house,
yeah,
and you come to me and say, rent the house out for me. And I say, yeah, I'll find some nice people. I find some nice people, move them in the house. And then I come round to make sure everything's OK in the house, and then some strangers answered the door. I say, well, who are you? You're not the person. I didn't rent the house to you.
Yeah, but we know, like...
This is my problem.
Yeah, but we live here because who's rented the house, he let us be here.
Yeah.
Concerned that there's no sign of the actual tenants, Ala and Aisha, Paul tries to call them.
Aisha, I've been trying to get hold of you. I've got 2 months' rent outstanding and I'm not getting any response from either of you or Ali. Hello? Oldest trick in the book, eh? Bad signal. The story they kept coming out with was mixed. It was mixed at best. You came on Friday, and your son came on when? It was conflicting, it was inconsistent, it was just a mishmash or a jumble sale. So, who was it that said you could live here? Allah.
The landlord, yeah. Allah Al-Momani.
Allah, the landlord?
Yeah, not the landlord, the tenant.
No, he's not the landlord, he's a tenant. When I first spoke to you, you said you weren't living here.
What? When?
You said you didn't live here. Now you're telling me you do live here.
Because you're asking me...
You're just digging a bigger hole for yourself. Right, I'll tell you what the problem is and why I'm here. There's nobody paying rent on this house. So I want some rent, you see, today. So have you got his number?
No, I don't have his number.
Yeah, you do. You must have his number.
I don't have his number.
How does he get hold of you?
What?
How does he get hold of you then?
Through my other friend. Because...
I'm not stupid. I need to speak to this Allah, because he ain't answering the phone to me.
Yeah, do you have Allah's mobile number? They need to speak to him. They need to contact with him.
So who did you speak to just then?
Zahid.
Zahid?
Yeah.
Who's Zahid?
It's his friend. He's the guy that who got us here. Do you want to speak to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, speak to him. That's Zahid, his...
Hello?
His friend.
Hiya, who's this? Allah's cousin? Oh, right. You're Zahid?
Yeah.
It's like, none of this makes sense. 1 minute, they're looking after the house for Ali, who's the lad that's supposed to be living there. But yet they're doing a favour for a cousin of Ali's, who's a mate of a mate of a mate of a mate, and it just goes round and round and round in circles.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I've got a few problems. There's 2 lots of rent due on this house. Second problem is, the people who are in this house ain't meant to be in it. And I've been trying to get hold of Ali and Isha for weeks. What? Hang on. So Ali's gone to Jordan? Oh, right. Ali's gone back to Jordan, and we're just doing them a favour, and these guys are looking after the house while he's over there. But then you're going to pay me the rent, is that right? Rather than getting to the bottom of something, I'm being sent in all directions. Right, thanks for speaking to me, yeah? Bye. The problem I've got is your story keeps changing. And your dad's, it does. It's changing.
Despite the confusion, one thing is clear. Paul needs the rent paid and the property back.
I don't know who these 2 guys are. It's a father and son outfit, but I can not really get to the bottom of what's been going on. They think they're going to get away with it. But you don't get away with it, just.
Letting agent Paul Ainsworth-Lord is trying to get to the bottom of a tricky case.
I still have this mystery floating around in my head, and I still need more answers, really.
Paul thinks his tenants, Ala and Aisha, may have disappeared without paying the last 2 months' rent, while 2 men, a father and son, are living at the property instead.
Apart from having 2 strangers in the house, I really need to find where the original tenants have gone. OK, I can accept that one of them had to go back to Jordan, so where's the girl? She used to live up the road here, so I'm just going to shoot up to the house where she used to live and see what the story is. I'm determined to get to the bottom of this, and I'm determined to get this house back and get this sorted. Hiya. I'm looking for Aisha.
That's across the road.
Is it?
Moved out, yeah.
Which one is it?
Just the one right across in the corner.
OK, thanks, fella. Thank you very much. Hello. Hiya.
Hi, pal.
I'm looking for Aisha.
She's not here, sorry.
Oh.
You've got the wrong address, pal.
Do you know her?
I don't know her.
Oh, the guy across the road says she lives here.
She doesn't know.
Right, okay, fine.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks, okay, see ya.
Thank you, bye-bye.
This is turning into a wild goose chase, isn't it? Can I just check which house? Because that guy says nobody there by that name.
Definitely across the road, 100%.
Which house?
That first house, this one, that literally opposite.
What, this one on the end, the one with the taxis?
Yeah.
So what does the guy look like who lives there? He's a big chap, isn't he? Yeah. Right, okay. All right, thanks, fellas. Sorry to bother you again. Thanks.
With the neighbours certain that they had the right address,
oh dear,
Paul decides to try again.
I was determined to find this girl, and I believe we did. But she wouldn't come to the door. The smell of a rat is getting stronger and stronger. They're not for coming to the door anytime soon, are they?
Spotting two taxis outside, Paul switches tactic.
Oh, hi, is Mr. on tonight?
And by turning detective, he manages to confirm that a man with the same last name as his tenant, Aisha, lives at the address.
Okay, cheers, fella. Thanks for that. Bye. Yeah, I've got the right house there. Yeah, I've got them. We found them. So tomorrow, she'll be coming back and tell them that we're starting court action. Maybe they'll get in touch then. Because if they don't speak to me beforehand, they'll speak to me in court. I hope the cops are about. They'll have pulled the harassment card. They're going to come to the car by the looks of it. Never ceases to amaze me the stunts and tricks that people tried to pull.
Are you all right?
Yeah, good, thanks.
What's been going on?
I've been trying to track somebody down, and I think I've tracked them down to that house there.
Okay.
They owe some money, and
Right.
there's some dodgy goings on with another property, and the lady that's partly at the bottom of it's in that house there, and she won't come to the door. Tomorrow I'll come back in daytime, and we will serve them with some pre-court paperwork.
Have you been to court?
Not yet.
No.
Well, that's where we're going to end up with this, I think. All right, cheers,
All right, thanks a lot. See you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. They decides to do a 999 and get the cops onto us. You know, if she wants to play that game, fine.
Now that Paul is sure where at least one of his elusive tenants is living, he can serve a letter demanding they surrender the keys and pay off the arrears. A week later, and the house is empty.
There was no row, no confrontation, no tenants. They took the stuff and gone.
Paul is now on his way to meet Malik, one of the sub-tenants, to collect the keys and to try and uncover where the rent has actually been going.
I questioned him quite heavily on, have you paid anybody any rent to be in this house? And he says, yeah, I have. I said, who have you paid the money to? And all I'm getting is Zaid, this guy called Zaid, and I'm thinking, I need more. You'll hear a lot about subletting, but it's something that we don't really come across very much. Very, very rare on our patch. For him giving me the keys means he's then saying to me, I'm surrendering the property to you. Even though he shouldn't be in it, he's still surrendering it to me. And it just means I've got better grounds to stand on if I'm challenged.
To ensure he returns the keys, Paul has brought along some possessions that Malik left at the house to exchange, including his driving licence and phone chargers.
When he said to me, well, I'll bring you the keys back, you can have the keys back, I don't want the house, I thought, well, you ain't getting your stuff unless I get the keys. Oh, Mike, have you got the keys for the house?
I don't have the keys for the house. I've got them at home. I'll post them to you.
I need them today.
I can't. I don't have them with me now. I can drop them off. Go on.
So you want your charge and your driving licence? We have to trade.
Yeah.
You give me the keys and I'll give you the licence and the...
Yeah, but I don't have it with me now.
Well, I don't have it with me either, do I?
Well, you have it.
I can play your game. So who's this Zaid?
He's my friend.
Who is it? Where does he live?
I don't know his address. I told you, I don't know his address.
So hang on.
I will come tomorrow before 10:30 there in the morning. I will give you your keys, yeah? And I want my driving license.
So you're telling me you don't know where your friend lives? It's not good enough for me because you've been paying rent to somebody.
It's my problem.
Who's that? It's not your problem. This is all our problem, and I want to know who that Zaid is. If you don't come tomorrow, it's not just my problem.
Yeah. I can put the house on fire, you know?
So you're threatening to burn the house down?
No, I'm saying to you, give me my chargers because I need my charger.
Despite the threats, Paul agrees to swap Malik's things for the keys the following day.
All right, see you in the morning, yeah? The frustrating bit of all this is he's told me that he's paying this guy, Zahid, money. Well, who is this Zahid? What's his second name? Show me a picture. Where does he live? And he ain't telling me none of that. And that's really annoying me.
The next day, Paul gets his keys back.
Do you fancy coming round to the house today with me?
While the rent is still outstanding, the landlord, Karen, does have her property back.
If they said Mr. Whoever's coming to stop in for while we're away, then fair enough.
You can work with that, can't you?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah.
But tenants that do things like this, it just makes you think, is it really worth it, you know? I don't know why I do it, being a landlady, I really don't.
She's a very experienced landlady. She knows things don't run perfectly sometimes.
This is not a cannabis factory in it, anyway.
There is that. I'll get it cleared, get it back on the market, get it turned around as quick as we can, because it's no good while they're empty, it's a worry.
I shall leave it all in your hands then.
This is an ongoing case, and it's one that I'll not rest till it's finished, because people can't do stuff like that and think they can get away with it.
They're in there. Hello?
Next time.
Are they running away? Yeah. Good, let's go in the back.
Landlords owe 25 grand in rent.
They've locked themselves in. They're like little cockroaches.
Someone's come with a machete.
A letting agent deals with a potentially dangerous tenant.
Did the police kick this door in?
Fuck off! Get out of the building, I'm gonna lose my fucking head!
Fuck off! Yeah?
And a landlord at war.
You wanna act like you're all fucking good? You ain't even done your fucking shit properly.